Hello again.
Hello.
Brought my camera this time.
Ah, there you go.
Gotta get the audience caught up
You'll
on.
have a new subscriber soon. Now I need to learn how to do these things.
I did. I had one when I got home. I'm excited. Yeah, every time I get a subscriber, I'm happy. I'm like, oh, another subscriber.
Right.
Sometimes it tells me who they are, and sometimes it doesn't. It's so weird.
I don't even know if I have a YouTube account now that I think about it.
Yeah, you're probably using your husband's or something,
Probably.
right?
I don't even know what we're logged into.
Yeah. Yeah, it's under your Gmail or something usually.
Okay.
Alright, so I came out and did this service call earlier today. I replaced the gas line. It was, this is a 50-gallon Rheem. So it had a really skinny gas line on there. So this is the wrong size. This one right here, this is like 3/8. So I put a 1/2 inch on. I replaced the valve. That was the initial issue that SDG&E said. So they said low thermopile voltage and a faulty valve. I never got a code to come up. I never got the valve to come up at all. And so I tested the thermopile voltage. It had about 690 millivolts, which is plenty. And replaced the valve, and I could not get the status light to come on. I used my tester box, and the valve came up and clicked over, and I was able to get the water heater to run off of that box for a little while. And so that tells me the valve is fine. Of course, I replaced it. And there's something going on in the wiring for the harness right here. So even though I'm able to put my test leads in there and it shows the voltage, it's not getting through to the valve itself. So I'm going to replace the thermopile. So I just brought an entirely new pilot assembly,
Okay.
plus like, 10 or 15 backup thermopiles. So yeah, there's no way. There's just no way I'm getting beat on this water here. I hate it. This exact same thing happened to me last night, and I'm like, man.
Hopefully it's the last one, right? Not a week full of them.
Oh my god, yeah. No, I'll probably be driving around with thermopiles all week long.
Well, maybe it'll come in handy for another one.
Yeah, for sure. Usually it's valves. It's like always valves.
Right, that's the only term I knew about this because I thought it was always valve related.
Well, that's what the SDG&E guy said, right?
Yeah.
So.
Oh, they gave us a hard time this morning. So.
Oh, did they?
They're like, it's so easy to relight it. Weren't we just here? And then he's trying to relight it, and we're like, uh-huh.
It is, yeah.
Easy, huh?
Yeah, no, I mean, it shouldn't go out. If it starts just turning off, because, there's no wind or anything that can get in to blow the pilot light out. A lot of people think that. They're like, oh, the wind got in. I'm
It'd
like,
have to be a huge gust, right?
oh, yeah. It's like, just ridiculous. Yeah, so it would have to be like a crazy amount of. It can happen, but it's not very likely. So hopefully this one is good. I just,
Hopefully so. It will. I'm not even gonna say it, but yes.
Of course, it's good. It's perfect. Yeah, I hate it when they have those little mystery errors like that. It's
Right?
like,
When it's not just something you're familiar with.
Exactly.
I know this is a weird old house though, so we're getting kind of used to the
are you?
mystery repairs. Yeah.
Just funky.
Yeah.
What's the year of the house? Do you know?
Oof, that is a good question. For some reason I want to say 70s.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
not too bad.
Yeah.
I've
But
been
you
in.
can tell like the inside's kind of goofy, and it looks like someone who wanted to dabble in like home repair and just went to Home Depot because things are super crooked. There's funky tile placements and outlet placements. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's kind of goofy though.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you seen those new outlets that have the USBs built
Yes.
into them? Those
Weird.
are.
I'm not ready for that yet.
Oh, you're not ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want a glass of water or tea or anything?
No, I'm fine. No, I carry like frozen water around with me.
Okay.
So, because I
It's a
get.
good habit to have.
Yeah. So it's. I always have plenty of water. It's either that or coffee.
I know that one.
Yeah. I'm trying to kind of cut back on my coffee a little bit.
It's a hard thing to do.
Yeah, you can kind of wean yourself off of it a little bit.
Unless you're a teacher.
Yeah, yeah. Unless you're a teacher, then you just go in big, right? So I'm gonna replace the glass because that glass is really smoky, and I don't like that. So I like being able to see. So this glass just pops right out. Usually, there we go. Much better. All right, that's it. It's fixed. We're done.
Really?
No.
Oh.
No, I'm trying to like psych myself into
Okay. I got it.
because I'm gonna like pull my hair out if you do it again. I just can't believe that 2 in a row like that. That's really crazy. Somebody put pipe dope on this at some point in time. Oh, wait. So I do like project management and bidding, like, you know, you call us out and ask for a kitchen remodel and I show up. Alright, yeah, that's good. So I do that during the day, and then we got a big contract at work for like 100. We were just throwing them away. We were throwing like 10, 15 water heaters away.
Wow.
And then he's like all excited to scrap like the little bit of brass off of them, and I'm like, you don't understand. I'm like, you don't understand what's going on here, man. These are worth more than just that.
Oh, they're just the brass.
Yeah, just the brass. He's like, yeah, all right. He goes, you got to do the whole thing, and I'm like, yeah, no problem. So I had a yard full of water heaters, like 30, 40, 50 water heaters. As many as I could get, and I was just selling them for like 50, 60 bucks each. Yeah, and people were just scooping them up.
Yeah, better than tossing them out.
Oh, for sure, yeah. And then, you know, they'd ask me questions like, well, what kind of condition is the anode rod in? And I'm like, what's an anode rod? You know, like I didn't know anything. I didn't.
This is pre-working on water heaters?
Oh yeah, way. This is like a couple years ago,
Okay.
and so the money was pretty good. And then I had to split it, and I'm like, you know, if I can get my hands on my own water heaters, I want to have to split that money. And like the last 10 water heaters were broken, so like I figured out how to fix them, you know. I just took like some part, because they were all like the same model. So I would just take the working parts off of one, or if I knew one was leaking, and make the other one work. And then like some of them had like broken drain valves, so then I started flushing them out. And I'm like, oh, if I do a little more work on these things,
Are a lot of the models different? I can't imagine water heaters being that different from each other, are they?
yeah, they kind of are.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they kind of are. I mean, they're all the same simple concept.
I guess everyone has their proprietary thing.
Yeah, exactly. And then you've got like different like direct vent models that have fans on top, and you've got some kind of exotic. They make some really exotic ones now.
Of course.
Yeah, so they got some crazy ones now, and I don't really work on those. I don't really work on electric. I don't. I know how to. I just have no desire to. Like people keep me busy enough with natural gas, but
Private lights, yeah.
yeah, they're starting to phase out natural gas. It'll take years, but they want to get rid of natural gas in California and just
Yeah.
get everybody on solar. Okay. Oh, I think dude's here. He's just gonna have to wait a second. Alright. Alright, that's what we like to hear. Yay. Alright, you're all good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so it's been about 15 minutes. It's gonna be 100.
Okay.
I talked to Gary and he said I could charge like an additional little bit of an amount of money there. So $100 would be great. You can leave that blank if you want, and I'll write my name in. So we're good. It was a bad thermopile.